Ba ba doo be doo 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 doo. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Andy here on a Saturday night. How are you feeling? Fine and everything? Well, today, what are we going to talk about? I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know. So we've got some new films coming out. Actually, if you've been onto the channel, you've probably seen I did one about Eaton Ford. Okay, which is like a small village just on the outskirts of St Neots, and I was asked to do it last week. So I said, okay, yeah, let's go and do it. So we did it. We've had a go. We've just gone out and everything. I hope you like it. Um, One thing I noticed about Eaton Ford was, in fact, there was a lot of houses. That's about it, really. It's just houses upon houses, a lot of housing estates and stuff like that. But I did notice, in fact, a lot of houses with a lot of houses with blue plaques on, saying the history of the house, and who used to live there or what was there originally and all that. So that was quite interesting. So if you do ever go to Eaton Ford and you have a little walk around, you will see a lot of these blue plaques on these houses. And as I said, they're telling you who used to live there, and what's if there was a business there or anything like that. So that was quite interesting. But apart from that, Eaton Ford, I'm afraid, even though it's just a nice little village, I suppose. It's just houses. That's all it is. It's just houses, and so it seemed to be a bit, a little bit, a bit of a, not as good as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, as promised, I said I would go and have a look at it, and I did. And I don't know if you knew that Eaton Ford, the original name was Surrey, and the reason why it came to Eaton Ford was something to be because there was a fork actually in the river, and way back then, back in Anglo-Saxon times, it wasn't that deep, the River Ouse, and evidently you could actually walk past it. So that it was quite interesting. Okay, I got to say hi to a few people. Milan Fredek. I probably said it wrong, but a big hi to you as well. Okay, and also YPiana as well. Big hello to you and welcome to the channel. It's Andy here, broadcasting from sunny St Neots, but not that sunny because it's dark at the moment anyway. And we're just talking about the last video I've done, which is around about Eaton Ford. And the one I did before that was about the museum in St Neots. I've never been to the museum. I found that quite interesting. And if you actually live in St Neots, it's free to get in. It's free. But if you are a resident, it's free. But if you are a visitor, it costs actually a £5 to go in. But it's worth a visit anyway. Okay. What do you think of the immigrants that are coming into the country? Well, to be honest, I think if they're coming on a boat, I'm not, I send them back. I know it's a bit awkward, horrible to say, but I send them back. Some immigrants, we find useful. I must admit, working in the NHS. If you go to the hospitals, most of the people there are from different countries, and they do a good job. So if they're coming over and doing a good job, it's fine. But if they're going to come over and not work and just be a bloody nuisance, no, send them back straight away, I think. Try and complete the sentence for good luck. Gani, 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 gano. Okay, so no. By the way, guys, if you just come on, welcome to this Andrew Ward Explorer here, and welcome to the channel. By the way, if you haven't been on my channel, do check it out. There's a lot of videos on there. If you like ghost videos, we've got quite a few ghost videos on there. We did one at Huntingdon called Nuns Bridge. Now, I don't know if you've ever been there. It's near Brampton, near the actually, it's near the where the school is, and there's a bridge there, and where evidently a nun committed suicide because she had an affair with a priest. or a monk or something like that. And evidently that place is haunted. I went there at night. It's a little bit scary there at night, but I went there and had a little look around. It was quite Hudson Choice knew who he. Hello, Hudson Choice, mate. Missed you last week. I didn't see you last week. We did a live last week, and you weren't around. But anyway, right. What else? Yeah. Okay. All right. Martin Emilio Service, is it? I think. Do you believe in God? Do I believe in a God? I do believe that there is another another being, so to speak. Yeah, I don't even say it's a God. I don't know, because if you think that we're just one little speck, and how big the universe is, yeah, and who made the universe? Who sort of said, oh, we'll have this here, we'll have that there, we'll have that there. It seems, I don't know, it blows your mind, doesn't it? Absolutely blows your mind. Do you think there's a blue plaque at Melbourne Village College, all legends that were educated there? I don't know, maybe. Hey, maybe there might be. I don't know what legends have been there actually, but I'll tell you what, I've seen some good bands there back many years ago, and I saw Status Quo. Now, I don't know if you know, if you're a youngster, you probably don't know them, but they are sort of like a rock band, and they did like Caroline and Down the Dust Pipe and all stuff like that. I mean, those records were very big in the 70s and 80s, and Pictures of Matchstick Men in the 60s, I think about 1968, 69. And they were a massive band, and they were down at Melbourne Village College in the early 70s. And I went to see them, and they were really good. I enjoyed it. So what else here? Hudson Choice saw the Stylistics live. Oh, Stylistics, yeah. Never seen them. I like to see them. I tell you what, I have another band I saw live was in fact Heatwave. I don't remember Heatwave back in the 70s, and I saw them at the California Ballroom. The California Ballroom is not in California. It was in Dunstable near Luton. And it's the first time I actually been to a big club, and I was like, wow. And that wasn't so much for the band, it was all the girls that were there, to be honest. It's really like, anyway, right, okay, right, let me see it. Yeah, Hudson Choice. Shirley Bassey, Albert Hall. Okay, no. Do you know something, Hudson Choice? I've never ever been to the Albert Hall. I've driven past it many times, but I think I would like to go there. I would like to see a big orchestra there, with strings and everything, because I think that would be a fantastic feeling, really good, I think, really. And as you can see, Shirley Bassey, I think there's plenty of strings there, and of course she had a very powerful voice, didn't she? The only one thing I remember about Shirley Bassey was I saw her on TV on a Saturday with the Morecambe and Wise show, and I don't know if you remember that one or not, when she's climbing down the stairs and she loses a shoe and all that, which is quite funny again. Oh, the acoustics are terrible. Oh, well, I thought they might be pretty good, because when I've seen like how can I say, the last night in the Proms, you look at the cinema, you see all these sort of up in the ceiling, you see all these like dampeners and all that, but I don't know. Maybe the sound men weren't very good. I don't know. I've never been there, so it's hard to say, isn't it? Really, to be honest, isn't it? So yeah, live. To be honest, I haven't seen that many live bands. Not really. I've met a lot of pop stars. I really have. I met George Michael. I sat down and I had a cup of tea with him, I think, actually, with Andrew Ridgeley. And I remember the waiter coming up to me and saying, he's gay. And I said, no, he's not gay, he can't be gay. But yeah, we found out later, he's gay. I also met Freddie Mercury as well, from Queen. I was I met him in where was it now? I think it's in Malaysia actually. Um, Going back to the 80s as well, and yeah, met quite a few people. Right. So Sinatra. No, I like Sinatra. Never seen Sinatra live at all now, and of course I won't see him now because he's pushing up the daisies, as they say. But anyway, but yeah, right. Nashville Teens and Spencer's David Group also played there. Yeah, I mean, they've had some good bands there, haven't they? And good groups and stuff like that. Guys, if you just come to the channel, it's hi Andy. We're just talking about bands at the moment, really. As a big hi to you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you're watching on TikTok, please follow. But today, we're just doing YouTube at the moment, really. To be honest, just having a look. And if you check out some of the videos. I said we did one about Eaton Ford. I was asked to do Eaton Ford. I went round last week and had a look at it, and yeah, it was. I mean, it's okay, but there's not much there, is there? Not really, to be honest. There was the old White House, which used to be the old the poorhouse, evidently. And then it was turned into a hospital. Yeah, hi. I'm back, Martha. Remember? Yes, I remember. I remember you from last week. And you told me that you were only, how old were you? 6 or 7? Something stupid like that. I don't believe that at all. Did the Andy Anderson Roadshow ever play there? Yeah. Yes, they did. Yes, yeah. Actually, I found a clip from the California Ballroom, a list of all the DJs that played. And it was 1979 it was, and it's got the Andy Anderson Roadshow. Now, if you don't know me, back in the 70s, I had a roadshow. Yeah, DJ, mobile DJ I was, yeah. And yeah, I played at the California Ballroom. Also, I played at Melbourne Village College as well. And the funny thing was, I'll let you listen to a story about this. And it's been quite well documented, actually. I actually was doing the disco I shouldn't really say this really, for Status Quo. Okay, I was very young then. I don't know how old I was. I can't remember, but very young. Just started off the road show, and somehow I got the gig to do it with with Status Quo, and I was shit. I was absolutely shit, and they said they would never ever work with me again. And I'm going back to the 70s, a long time ago. My God, yeah. But yeah, we've done some good. When I did the mobile disco, I used to work for an agency called Ding, Swing with Ding, who's based in Bedford, and we got quite a lot of work. I used to travel all over England, and used to go down to Devon. Used to do Carnaby clubs in I think it was Bridgewater and Yeovil, a lot of army bases and stuff like that. And I did a lot, and we did some way back in the 70s, and a lot of you probably heard of BBC Radio 1. Well, Radio 1 was very, very big then, because there wasn't many other radio stations, and some of the DJs that used to DJ on them were actually rock stars. I mean, they were really, really famous. And I worked with Kid Jensen, and And you know something? The funny thing was, you go on the stage and you go, hey, and the whole crowd go, hey, like that. They're all hyped up, ready to see Kid Jensen, the Radio 1 DJ. And it made you feel like that you're a superstar, you know? Because normally, when you did something like that on a normal night, you get, bugger off. But yeah, it's quite interesting, actually. Absolutely. All right, Martha, yeah, all right, I'm 9. You're 9, Okay, well, happy 9th birthday then, okay? Up to choice. Your jacket with the fur coat was lovely. Oh, Thank you. Hey, it's nice and warm as well. I've had that jacket for a long, long time actually, and yeah, it's quite long as well, and it's nice and comfy actually. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Hudson Joyce. Yeah. Right, Mr. Lane Rogan, Josh. Jesus loves me. Oh, that's nice to know. That's nice to know. So guys, if you have just come to the channel, big hi, yeah, it's Andy here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And yeah, also if you want, and I've got a little app that's saying buy me a cup of coffee. So if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, it's something, I don't know, it's somewhere on the thing on there. If you buy me a cup of coffee, you know, they'd be great. I've only had one coffee and that's it so far. Anyway, not doing well, yeah, I have no choice. You feeling better now? Yes, I'm feeling a lot better now. They think I probably had COVID because yeah, I don't know. Is that or the flu? I'm not quite sure. But some people say, I think you had COVID. So maybe I did. I don't know. I didn't take a test, so I don't really know. Yeah. You handle that really well. I'm impressed. Yeah. Okay. H4DKJK. Could I get a shout there? Well, I just gave you a shout there, mate. Big hello, welcome to the channel. Oh, I actually want to say hi to a guy I met when I was walking down Eaton Ford. A guy called Lucas, and big hi to you, mate. He come and had a little chat, and we were just talking about a little bit about Eaton Ford and what's not there. But yeah, it was quite nice. But mind you, if you want to buy a house in Eaton Ford, I mean, there's a big, wide range of houses, I must admit. I mean, there was like small, semi-detached one, a lot of terraced houses, some really big ones, some on a nice hill that overlook the golf course and also the river. So price range, right across the board, actually, very nice. Anyway, okay, where's we going? Okay, YouTube man. Hello there, mate. How you doing? Well, a big hi to you. Could I be? No, I'm not doing a moderation, mate. But thank you for the offer anyway. Hubson Choice. There's a light on your glasses. The ring light. Yeah, the ring light's right over there, Hubson Choice. Yeah, trust you to notice that anyway. It's over there, but not in front of me anyway. I suppose. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's wherever I go, it's there. Hang on. I have to keep Hubson Choice happy, keep him quiet, because he moans a lot, you know. Let me think. Let me see if I can push it up. Does that work better or not? No, you can still see it, can't you? Never mind. Yeah, so if you just, I got another idea. I have another light here, actually. I wonder if I can get this other light to work on it instead. So we're just trying out some new lights out here. Let's try this out. Hang on. There we go. All right, we got it. So we've got another light there, and I've got a diffuser on it, and hopefully that is a little bit, but nah. Well, you can still see it there, can't you? In there, but it's not the ring light now. Oh, keep you quiet. All right, Mr. Hudson Joyce. Right, all right. Do you know you can get anti-glare film for your glasses? Yeah, I suppose you can't you? Really, I never thought about it. It's never been an issue, to be honest, until I came here and I started to do YouTube with the lights. And that's the problem, you know. I think it's where, that's probably that one there is causing it over there. Let me try that. No, maybe if I put it light up there, how's that? Nah, still there, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to have to suffer with it. And I'm not going to wear contact lenses because I tell you what, I tried it once before and they made my eyes water. I just feel like I got dust in my eyes, you know. Okay, can you use tin foil and deflect the floods? Yeah, maybe I could. Maybe next time I'll do that. Okay, tin foil and reflect it off off the air sort of thing. I mean, the other way to do it actually is turn the lights on and just turn these lights off. That's the thing. But I wanted to get the mood. Do you know what I mean? And as you see, we've got a blue light behind it at the moment. If you want to change the colour, you can do. I'm going to change it to red for a minute or two. Well, it's not a red, is it? That's an orange. There we go. There we go. So we've gone to a red. Actually, to be honest, I prefer the actual blue, really. Right. Yeah, lights out. Lights out. He says, ha ha. Okay. Contact lens. No, I can't wear contact lenses because if I wear contact lenses, my eyes are going to ache. I feel like I've got something in them. Well, I will have something in them, won't I? But it just won't be feeling that good, so to speak. So we've got another video coming out. I've got to edit it together yet. I went down to, this is only people who actually live around this area. I popped into the White Horse in Soken. I went in there and I met a friend there, and because that's just reopened. And if you're not from around, it's a pub that's a nice big pub, and it's reopened, and it's nice. Got a nice big fire, and I had my friend Carl. Now Carl's been with me to Uganda a few times, and you might see him in some of the Ugandan videos. And so we went to this pub, and we had to keep putting fire. We had to put logs on to keep the fire going all the time, because it's a bit cold out there. Have you used the half colour? I don't know what you mean by that, Hudson Choice. Yeah, I have a twin called Nancy. Well, okay, well, I'll say hi to Nancy as well then for you, okay? Yeah, have a good evening. Oh, are you off, mate? Are you leaving us? Are you on this Saturday night? Actually, I don't know if it's raining earlier on outside. So, because I was going to do a video outside, but as it's not very nice out there, I don't think I'll actually bother. Got some more videos to make. I've got to do some filming tomorrow, and I don't know what to do. I can go down to maybe Mill Road in Cambridge, which is it's a long street with a lot of independent shops, yeah. Or I could look into the Grafton Centre, which is a dying shopping mall, and evidently they're going to pull it down soon. That's so I hear, and maybe it might be worth having a look in there and see how derelict it is. Because when it first opened, it was quite nice, but a lot of the big shops left, like Debden's and all the other ones, and the things just started to die, Okay, all right, okay. Do you need a passport to go to Eaton Ford? Just a visa. No, you don't. No, you don't. Mind you, I say about 200-300 years ago, you probably would have good old scrap if you went over there, because I think there was quite a lot of, a lot of fighting back in those days. There, you went over the bridge, and then you met the other locals. Could be, I don't know. There was been a few battles there, I'm sure. Anyway, so guys, if you have come to the channel, that sounded wrong, didn't it? If you come to the channel, guys, welcome. It's Andy here, and no more visas for China. No, I don't know. Is there no more visas for China? I don't know. Is that something I've missed out on? Is it? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. So, I mean, the news at the moment is all about Andrew, isn't there? And all the things happening there. Wow, lots of things happening there. I tell you what, I'm sure the news outlets, they love it. They love something like this. Gets them something to on. But do you ever wonder why they? And then the government tried to bring out other bits and pieces. Do you think they're trying to hide something from Anderson and all that? Because I think there's a lot more going on there, and I think that the government are running scared, because I think some of their main people are involved in what's been happening. That's my thing anyway. Yeah. Okay, okay. Don't think there's any shops open in the Grafton Centre now. Oh, okay. All right. So it's all closed up. So maybe you can't even get in there. I see a lot of demolition vans out there when I went through there a few weeks ago, but I don't know. I might take a walk up there tomorrow afternoon and have a look and see what's happening up there. It'd be quite interesting. And if there's nothing happening, I can't even get in there. I think I'll go down Mill Road or maybe go down Burley Street. Because Burley Street used to be a good old street, didn't it, years ago? There used to be there used to be a shop there that used to sell a lot of car stuff, car parts and stuff like that. And front bits of minis, plastic, you know, like the plastic bonnet and wings all in one. You just clipped it all on. They used to have a lot of them there all those years ago. Oh dear, I'm showing my age now, showing my age. So, anyway, so what else can I say, guys? Yeah, it's a Saturday night and I don't like the colour behind me. Let's go back to blue again. I prefer blue. There we go. Blue is better, isn't it? I think so anyway. Yeah. So we're thinking about filming maybe Grafton Court, if that's open still. Someone says all the shops are closing there. Maybe they are, maybe not, I don't know. Or maybe Mill Road or Burley Street. I don't know. We'll have to look and see what else. Okay, Moorstar, 68. Moorstar, it could be 1738. Right. What are we talking about, mate? Because I'm not quite sure what we're talking about. Let me know. Have some choice. The prison video was good. Oh, I'm glad you like that. That was done on the spur of the moment, actually, really. And I tell you what, it was cold in there. That place is meant to be haunted as well by a little girl. And I don't know the full story of it, but evidently there is a little story about it anyway. Okay. All right. Charlie Ingua. What's the channel? What's this channel about? This channel about actually it's about, I don't know, about anything really. We talk about anything, and of course about my age, I suppose, another thing as well, because we're talking about nothing. And another thing, what I've done, I've shaved the beard off. Now, I don't know if you noticed that or not. If you've been watching the channel for some time, you probably noticed the beard is actually gone. So if you have just dropped in, it's Andy here, the Explorer. And today, we're not actually exploring everything. We're just talking about old videos, different things happening, just talking about anything that comes up, really. So it just makes it's about life. You've got it, ups and choice. It's just like, it's a group of friends, you know, in a pub, and we're sitting here, we're having a chat about bugger all, really, just having a little chat about things, and you know, what's happening, and what we used to do years ago, what we've seen, what we've done. You know, it's quite, yeah, that's what it's all about, you know. We're just having a little bit of fun, aren't we, Hubson Choice? So I was going to say something to you guys. I've forgotten now. See, this is what happens when you get older and you get your mind, you forget about things, don't you, and everything. You really do. That's life, isn't it? So, oh yeah, so we went to my friends, we went to the pub, the White Horse. Now this White Horse pub is actually quite a famous pub. It's an Eaton Soken, which is just on the outskirts of St Neots, and they've had quite a few famous people drop in there. And one of the famous people was Charles Dickens. He actually had been in there, sat in there, drunk in there. You know, maybe I even sat in his chair. I don't know, but it's a nice pub. Got a nice fireplace as well. Me and my friend, we were sitting right next to the fire to keep warm, because it was cold outside, cold and rain, and we were talking about, like we're talking here, about nothing really. I look 10 years younger without the beard. That's what I think. I'll keep it off then. Keep it off. I don't know. The only thing is, yeah, maybe a little bit of surgery. What do you reckon? What do you think like that? What do you reckon? Eh? What do you reckon? Eh? I don't think so. No, I think the creases in my face tell a story, as they say. Tell a story. Okay, Proback. Do you remember? Yes, I do. I do remember you. Um, and I remember you coming on here. Well, I don't know you come on my last one, but yeah, I do. I do remember. So, what else we're going to say to you guys? Right. Mine's gone blank for a minute too. Give me some ideas. Give me some ideas to talk about. As we're talking about a bit of everything. I was watching a program actually about TV and 405 lines. Now, if you're a youngster and you probably think, what the hell is he talking about? Well, let me tell you, I think all TVs now, about I would say 99% of TVs now are LED or maybe plasma, I don't know, yeah? Flat screen TVs, right? But 20, 30 years ago, there were cathode ray tubes. And the black and white ones had a scanning line. That is a line that goes across like that. And it goes very quick. And that's how he made a picture up. And he had 405 lines. And I watched a program about it and why it died off. Because after that, the next lot of TV was 625 lines, and that was colour as well. And that's 625 lines that go down like this, and it scans very, very quickly, and which was then their high definition. And then, of course, we've got the plasma TVs, or LED ones, or LCD, or what they're called now. And I don't know how they work. I don't know if they scan or what. I look very carefully actually, and I can't see any scanning lines. So, I don't know. It's all very, very clever. All very clever. Yeah. Okay. All right, Comrade Cat. Hello. How you doing, mate? 15. Well, happy. I wish I was 15 again. Long time again. Okay, have some choice. What does we think? Well, actually, I had a hair. Funny you should say about that, have some choice. I had a haircut about 2 weeks ago, and I came in, and she gave me that funny look, you know, like that, or was it like that? I don't know. Anyway, she looked at me, and I said, do you recognise something different about me? She goes, you shaved your beard off. I said, yeah, and so I said, oh, what do you think of it? And she said, you look younger, and that's it. I said, do I look better with or without? She goes, you look younger. So I don't know if that's good or bad anyway, but it seems to be that I look younger anyway. So that's the way it is. And and he is fine. I popped in to see her about 2 days ago actually, to see how she was. She said she's quite busy cutting hair. I was in there for about 5 minutes, so a little chat and went out again. So that was that. Right, okay. Right, hang on. And Tori, yeah, I saw Tori today. She was working. She's fine. She's fine. I don't know if she's said anything about my beard being taken off or what. I don't know. As I haven't been into work for about over a week, she just said, how are you feeling better? And I said, yeah, I'm feeling better, thanks. That was it. Okay, when you are getting married? No chance for that. No chance of that. Okay, right. She was being diplomatic. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, yeah. So she's saying, yeah, you look younger, but you look more ugly. I think that's the truth. I think that's probably what she meant, you know. And knowing her, she's probably watching this on the sidelines, and she'll probably say, yeah, you're right, Andy. You're right, anyway. So, I don't know. I said, but I know one thing. The haircut's gone up in price. Yeah. How much is it now? 17 quid, I think. It was £16 before. Or 16.50, £17 now, I think if I remember right. Haircut. I don't know. I'm sure I can get a cheaper one somewhere else. But, hey, she's local. She always cuts my hair at very short notice, which is nice. I pay £10. Yeah, actually, probably Hudson Choice. I'll probably get a haircut for £10 here as well on the high street, I suppose. Really, we have a lot. I tell you what, in St Neots, and I probably the same in Bournemouth as well. I don't know. We have a lot of Turkish hairdressers, you know. And I don't know if you've been. I don't know if yours is a Turkish one or not. But you know the one where they cut your hair and then they light something and they psh in your ear. It's bugging me. Times I nearly have the ear burnt off. I don't know. But yeah, I think they do it for £10, and I think for old age pensioners, I think they do it for, or maybe it's £10 and £12 for old age. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, they're doing, you know. So I don't know. That's it. So so what else has been happening in your life, guys, over there? Yeah. So we've got quite a few people on here. It's Saturday night. And I've been watching a little bit of YouTube actually. I've been watching a lot of program videos actually at the moment about churches. I'm not that I'm religious or nothing like that, but about sort of they're actually decommissioned churches, and the people go around and have a look at them and see what they're like inside and the history of them. Quite interesting, really. Hudson Joyce. Yeah, Hudson Joyce. Rain, rain, rain. Yeah, same here. That's all he's been doing here is rain, rain, rain. Doesn't seem to stop. All it does is rain all the time. It gets a little bit depressing, really. But evidently it's a lot worse in Cornwall. I mean, they've had rain nearly every day, so I gather. Yeah. Okay, Charlie Corey. Was that your favourite job? What was your favourite job you've had? Right, my favourite job. I think my favourite job was, I'm thinking, it was to do with the entertainment agent. Yes, I used to live in Singapore, and I used to work for a company that used to build nightclubs and discotheques. And we had offices in London, New York, Singapore, and I think, and I don't know if we had one in Sydney, I don't know, I can't remember now. But I was based in the Singapore office, and that was great. I enjoyed it because my job was to look after the DJ, sort out the work permits, sort out the music, and yeah, and generally doing stuff like that. And also I used to fly and visit all the contracts. Every month I used to go somewhere. So one month I might go to Malaysia, and then another one I might go to Jakarta, then maybe China, Japan. So it was a very well travelled existence, and yeah, I was an expat, so I had a nice place to stay with a swimming pool and everything. So it was a nice life. And before that, I used to do overseas DJing. I used to open a lot of clubs and stuff like that, and used to live in 5-star hotels, which is quite nice. But you know, I got to an age where I think all the banging and the headaches and all that. I thought, oh no, I don't want like that. So I moved into the office in Singapore, which was great. I enjoyed it there. It was good fun. And it was a nice lifestyle. It certainly was. Yeah, I'm going back a long time. I'm going back to the 80s. I mean, that's a long time ago, isn't it? And then I moved back to the UK because my father had a stroke, and I had to go back with help my brother out at Philgate Nurseries, the business that we had there. So that's it. What car do you run now? Well, I got an Insignia, Vauxhall Insignia. It's a nice car. I quite like it actually. It's all right. It's not a new car by any means. It's all right. I'll tell you a car that I would actually really like. Actually, now I've had a look at some, but really, to be honest, I would like to have one, but I'm thinking, why buy it? Because I would never use it hardly, and that is a Bentley Continental. That's what I think that's what I would like, really. And I've had a look at a few, I must admit, and I've been thinking about it, and I'm thinking, no, they're expensive to run, If they break down, they cost them an absolute bloody fortune to keep on the road again. But anyway, so that's it. Okay, today I went shopping in Hitchin, got my veg at Philgate, and went back in time driving through Meldriff, Shepworth and Foxton. Oh, okay. Thank you for visiting Philgate. That's very nice of you to do that. And back long time ago, I used to go with a girl at Henlow Camp, and on a Saturday we used to go down to Hitchin Market and around like that. I can remember it now, and yeah. But last time I was in Hitchin, I did a video about Hitchin about 4 years ago, and that was during, I think it was a Sunday afternoon, something like that. I had a walk around. So that's, Hitchin's quite a nice place, I think, really, to be honest. And so is Welwyn Garden City, quite lovely. Yeah. Right, okay, Hubson Choice. What are second-hand prices for the Bentley? Yeah, well, for the Bentley prices, you can get, the cheapest one I saw, right, was 10 grand. And the ones I was looking at were around about 16, 17. I don't want to pay any more than that. And the thing is, you can buy a cheap one, but they say you buy cheap, you buy twice. You're going to have a lot of problems with it and everything. And but I don't know. It's a lot of money to. It'd be indulgence because I don't know if you know my history. I used to fly. I had a plane. I sold the plane, and that was my little treat to myself, so to speak. Yeah, but to be honest, I didn't fly enough really to warrant having my own plane and the hangarage and everything, the insurance. So I gave up flying, and my license has run out now. I'd have to reevaluate it again now, but that was it. Hubson Choice had a Rolls split in the 70s, 8,000 quid. Wow. Yeah. A Rolls split. I don't know what one that is, but that's cheap, isn't it? But say 8,000 in the 70s. 8,000 was a lot of money back then, wasn't it? Definitely a lot of money. I know. So, right, yeah. So I think, yeah, I've seen a few Rolls Royces, quite nice. But I just fancy a Bentley, actually. Really, that was it. What's your favourite country and why? My favourite country, I think, really, honestly, I liked. Well, actually, I like Uganda, where I'm at the moment. To be honest, I do like that. But we'll move that aside out of the way. I think my other favourite country would have been probably. Singapore and Malaysia, to be honest. I thought they were very nice. Singapore's very nice with all the modern bits and pieces and stuff like that. And now it's even more so. And Malaysia was like going back 20 years, but also very nice. And I don't know what's wrong with my thing. It keeps flashing away there. Anyway, yeah, so that was it. Hubson Choice. Spread gold a year later for the same price. Oh, right. Okay, well, that's... Hubson Choice, one thing I do not make money on is cars. Every car I've had, I've actually lost money. I tend to buy old nails. To be honest, because I'm not into cars. I am not really into cars. But when I was younger, I suppose, in my 20s, in my 20s, I used to have, I had an MGB, a Spitfire, Triumph Spitfire, and what was the other one I had there? A Sunbeam Alpine, which I bought for 25 quid. I've never been paid a lot of money for cars. And then I brought, and then I decided I had that American phase, and I had a Camaro, I think it was called. That was quite a nice car. And it was all right-hand drive as well, actually, which was a bit luckily. Yeah. So the choice, yeah. XR3i, yeah. I've never had one. Never had one. I had a Mark 1. No, sorry, was it a Mark 1? Yeah, a Mark 1 Ford Cortina. The one, and I painted little green stripes on the side, make it look like the Lotus. It wasn't. I think it was about 1100 engine in it, 1100cc engine in it. But yeah, and on those cars, if you lift the bonnet up, you've got where the suspension bits go on the where the wheel bits are. They always go rusty, and I welded them up because I could weld. Well, my welding's a bit like bird shit welding, you know what I mean? But it passed the MOT. I don't think it would now or not, I don't know. Hudson Choice Capri, I always fancied the Capri, but I could never afford one. And I thought they were a nice car back then, weren't they? Definitely. I know a friend of mine had a 3 litre Capri, which was the big powerful one, wasn't it? And he was a mechanic, so he managed to get a lot of cars cheap. He used to do them up and stuff like that, you know. Golf Geo killed the X-I. Oh, did it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're getting a bit car-y now, aren't we, mate? Huh? Yeah. Right. How did you get into flying, and when did you get a plane? Right. I got into flying in '92. And I flew, first of all, flexi wings, Microlite flexi wings. They're the ones that look like a hang glider, but with an engine at the back. That's where I start learning to fly. From that, I moved on to, I had a couple of flexi wings, and then I went on to 3 axis, which is like the normal plane. And I went to fly that. My dad used to fly, so I suppose I got that from him. But he would never go up with me. Never go up with me at all. My mum went up with me, but he never did. Scared, I think. Scared of me. So that's how I got into flying, actually, really. And I liked it. Yeah. Survived. I'm here to tell. Yeah. So, you know, but it's good when you meet other people and all that, and you sit and chat about it and everything like that. It's quite good fun, but it can be quite expensive if you've got your own plane. That's a problem. I mean, you can rent planes, you dry or wet, as they say, but yeah, it's okay. You travel around a bit anyway, so yeah, that's it. Right, guys, I think I'm going to call that a day. I think. Thank you very much for tuning in and all that. Don't forget to check out my channel. That's Andrew Ward Explorer on the YouTube channel. It would be absolutely fantastic. Got a lot of videos. I mean, I think there must be like 200, 300 videos. They cover a wide range of things. So it's always worth, you know, if you're into ghosts, there's ghost stories on there. If you're into looking at looking at towns and all that, and if you live in St Neots, you will if you're flying. I just lost my joint now because I'll just see your thing on there, Hudson Choice. Yeah, fly my drone. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, do you know, to be honest with you, I know I shouldn't, and they're quite easy to fly, you know. I do get anxious when I do fly my drone. And I think what it is, that I had a Spark before, and that flew away once, and it just went. I don't know what happened. So, but I got a Mini 2, and touch wood, that's been okay. I've had no problems with it, but I think you always, you know, you worry about things like that, you know. My friend's got a Mini, is it a Mini Pro 4, is it? I think, like that, which is quite good, quite like that. And what we noticed, we were filming one night, and we noticed that when it came into land, it put a spotlight on. Now, I don't know if the spotlight was on for us so you can see where it's landing, or it was for the actual drone itself, so you could see where it's landing. I don't know how it works out anyway. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Yeah. Oh, you just subscribed to the channel? Thanks very much. I do appreciate it. That's very nice, mate. Welcome to the family, as they say. So that's it, guys. I'm going to make it. My voice is starting to go now. Yeah, thanks very much for coming in and joining and chatting. As I say, we've been talking about anything like that, and the on-air line's gone out because the batteries run flat on it, I think. But that's it. Right. Cheers, Andy, and thanks. Welcome, Hudson Choice. Welcome, mate. Nice to have you back again, mate. I missed you last week. Right. We'll catch you later. So new videos coming out again very, very shortly. And I'll say bye for now, and thanks very much. I'll say bye-bye. Bye.